All right, here's how you would change the Stroop test from English to Danish. First, what you want to do is you want to do File Save As and make sure that you differentiate this as the Danish version so that we don't have two versions. So this is, just make sure to save a new one, and then you'll get a whole new document that you can mess with however you'd like. Next, you want to change the instructions that we've written. So first you click on one of these single red boxes. Those are the ones with the instructions. So you click on it and you go to this text thing and you just translate what's written in here. So that's the only thing you have to change. If you want to change the size of the font, you can change this. But you probably won't need to unless there are way fewer or many more words than is already written here. And then just make sure to do that on each one. So there's a different set of instructions here, and a different one here, here, and don't forget about the banks at the end. You just want to change these two. So that's right here. Okay, next you want to change the feedback. So in our first practice trial, there's one practice trial, here's the second practice trial, and then these are our actual blocks of the actual test. So on the first practice trial, that's the only one with feedback, but you're going to want to make sure that the feedback is in Danish. So click this green box, then go to where the message is. Instead of begin experiment, you go to begin routine, which is right here, and then it has an algorithm to spit out a certain answer, but you want to translate what they do if it's correct. Right now it says correct, but you translate that, and then you translate what you do if it's incorrect. So right now it says incorrect, answer correctly, but as fast as you can. Just change that to be in Danish. Okay. Next step is changing the actual text of what shows up in the trial. So making sure that when the color yellow, the word yellow is written in yellow, the word yellow is also in Danish. So how you want to do that is you go to where all of our data is. So this is the folder. And this is where we have. So say we want to make sure that block 1, this block right here, is in Danish. So we look for the data with block 1. This is what we already put together. So you go ahead and open this Excel file. And then you have, I know it might be hard to see, but you have, here's what the text is going to say. So right now it says yellow, green, red, blue, and then we have our controls, blue, red, yellow, red. Leave this column the same because the program is in English, so this will keep the color of the word the same, so make sure to leave that in English, but this text you want to change it so that it's in Danish, so the word pops up in Danish. So instead of, oh, and before you do that, make sure File, Save As, keep it in the same folder, and then block 1, you can change the date if you'd like, which is probably a good idea, block 1, and then just space, and then make sure to put it in, put it in DK so that it's for sure the Denmark version. So save that so you don't replace if we have to somehow put it back together in English. So now that it's resaved, you can just go ahead and click this and say this, which is, it's all in capitals, but you get the point. Put it in lowercase to make sure to translate the word from English to Danish in here. Once you have that done, if you do that with the whole thing, you can exit out of this. I think you have to, we can go ahead and save our changes, but you exit out of that because you can't attach it if it's still open. Then you go back to PsychPy, and you just did block 1, so make sure to do that for all of the things. So the first trial, the second trial, those are both the practice ones. I think they're labeled as practice on the Excel sheets, and then block 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So make sure to change from English to Danish on all of those Excel files. Then when you want to attach the new files, you go here and see how it says it's in block 1 now. Instead, you browse, and then you go to our block 1 DK. You open that instead, and then it'll attach the new one with the different words, and you just click OK. But I'm going to cancel it now so this file stays in English. And that's about it. Have fun translating.